Alcatel is looking to bring a great experience at an even better price point. But let's now find out what it's all about, because it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And it's time to unbox and give my first impressions on the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. And here we are with the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. One of the main reasons why I wanted to do this unboxing is because, well, look at the box. There's even this little slider right here, slide to unlock, and sure enough, this phone is coming unlocked. One of the main aspects of this phone, the fact that it comes at a very good price point for an unlocked device. Open up the panel down here and it folds right up, and the word unlock looks like is everywhere. Unlock unexpected, unlock bright. Open this up over here. Oh, and the fact that it comes with a 5.5-inch Full HD display, so we are working with the 5.5-inch version of this. Unlock Loud means that you have a dual front-facing speaker setup by JBL Audio. And Unlock Moments. Little panel up there. Down here, it says 13 megapixel camera with a Sony sensor. All great specifications that should be coming in a, what could be considered a mid-range device, but we will see if that is the case in our full review. Live unlocked. We have the phone right here on the side and all of the accessories over here, including the SIM tool right here, the micro USB adapter, wall adapter, some headphones right here, which let's take a look at those right now. So if they're going to be touting the audio capabilities of this particular phone, we want to see what kind of headphones it comes with. Now these look like in-ear monitors. Comes with a little remote on there, including a microphone. And these headphones, sure enough, are by JBL, which is a great addition to have, especially in terms of audio on a smartphone. JBL does some great stuff. So there go the parts right there. There you go. And we have the micro USB cord right there, and even a little USB that says Alcatel One Touch right on it. Now we have the actual phone itself. Bring that up, and there it is. 5.5 inches is the size that we're working with on the One Touch Idol 3, and it already feels pretty nice, pretty light actually, and it has sort of a look that mimics, well, it kind of reminds me of a Galaxy Nexus, to be honest, maybe even a Nexus 4 that came after it. So it looks like a bigger Nexus 4, but with some nice styling on the back with this brushed look. And we'll go ahead and remove the plastics and get going with this particular device. As we take a look around the device, like I said, it is pretty light, especially for a 5.5-inch phone, and we have the nice shiny frame going around, and even on the top and bottom lip portions of the phone where the front-facing speakers are housed, you have them right down here in these particular areas like that. Sits pretty nicely in the hand already, and the button layout, I should say, is mirrored from ones that you might be accustomed to, so more left-handed oriented. For example, the power button is right up here. But if we come on over to the back, of course, the 13 megapixel optics are right there on the top, and we have this brushed look right here that looks quite nice, I have to say. Idol right here, and Alcatel One Touch right on the bottom. If you look at the bottom real quick, the micro USB charging port is over onto the side, and you can see that there's almost this sandwich look right here with the nice shiny frame being centered onto a black frame in between. And there we go, set up and ready to go. I am going to throw my SIM card in here, and just looking through the interface right now, it looks like we have a Lollipop style build, and a lot of the icons are already set up on the main home screens. This is one of the animations that Alcatel puts into their version of Lollipop. That folding animation. Now, I will tell you one thing. When we were at MWC and we got our first look at this phone, it looked like there was a tiny bit of stutter in that particular animation there, but it doesn't look like that's really the case right now. Obviously, we're going to see what happens when I get all of my applications on here and start taking up some of the space underneath. And we're just kind of going around. Things look pretty nice so far. We have no recent screens just yet. I'll go ahead and open up a couple of applications. Things look to be pretty speedy thus far. Definitely not too many hiccups, if any at all. Bringing down the notification drop down. We have all of the settings here, very Lollipop-esque, and we're going to go ahead and just confirm that real quick as I continue to show you how this phone seems to perform. Android 5.0.2 indeed. There you go. Yeah, and things are looking good so far. I'm going to be putting all of my applications on here, but nonetheless, it still looks like a very nice piece of kit. Very good stylings all around, and, well, really, I'm excited to kind of put this through its paces to find a phone that brings a great and reliable experience, especially if we were to consider the camera experience, which we will do in the full review. Having it at a price point that is this accessible is probably going to be its main selling point. Not to mention the fact that you have the dual front-facing speakers at a price like that. And one of the interesting developments on this phone is the fact that you can actually flip it over if you wanted to take calls a certain way as well. I know that we can turn on the screen rotation and that will be fine. So let's go ahead and do auto rotate and turn on the reversible. There you go, and there's a little bit of a notification, a bit of a dialogue there about reverse calling. But if I were to turn it over, it's going to, oh, that was a nice animation, bring it around to the other side. So no matter what orientation you pick this thing up, there's a symmetry to this phone that makes it easy to use no matter which way you're looking at it. And the fact that the speaker is on both the top and bottom configuration, you're going to be able to take calls one way or the other. Let's bring it over and take a look at that animation again. That is pretty nice. So that is just the first impression on the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. I have to say, I like what I see so far in the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3, especially with that brush design on the back. It has a very nice profile and the metallic look all around the frame. It does look really nice. And it's a lot lighter than you would expect a 5.5-inch device to be. This is like a Nexus 4 blown up a little bit if you want to make some comparisons there. But with dual front-facing speakers, that DJ app, if you remember from MWC, we saw that there was a DJ app that would take streaming music services or local music and give you a way of mixing them together to have a little bit of fun. That's definitely something we're going to test out. And of course, the 13 megapixel camera on the back. But still, I have to say, one really nice touch that they made here was the fact that if you were to turn the phone around, it would have that nice animation right there. I actually kind of like that a lot. And right now it's upside down, and if I got a call, I could actually use the phone no matter which orientation it would be in. Make sure you keep it tuned to Android Authority for all of the best coverage, and make sure you keep it tuned here for even more on the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3. Stay tuned for even more. There are a lot of events coming up over the next couple of months, so drop us some likes on our video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, listen to the FDP, where P stands for podcast, and remember that AndroidAuthority.com is your source for all things Android.